up in this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, tried to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. It's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me point up in this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like
Thanks, Coach. Well, both teams were hoping the rain would vacate the Green Bay area by kick, but alas, it's still falling pretty steadily in and around Lambeau Field. We all know this community lives for its Packers, and the green and gold came out of the tunnel a short time ago, and it was loud. We are ready for football, so are they, as the Packers get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Let's go now. Check the flag. It's two right here. I'm going back. I'm going back to you. Joker. Switch.
Now Haskins on first down. And he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Okay, just like that. Just like that.
Now a give, right side, it's Geis. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Redskin 1st down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a 2nd time.
Watch the pass. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
On 1st down, this is Geis. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line. It's the tight end. It's your wide receivers. Everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that if they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll go with their leading rusher from a season ago. This is Aaron Jones. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
Here we go, here we go.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is away, and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington 1st down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out. And it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Nickel Roby-Coleman up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Haskins. Forced out to his left. He'll run it. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
3rd down, here's Geis. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Let's go. Good team on it. Good team on it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. This one caught by Davis. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
You got motion man. You got motion man right there.
Here's Haskins to throw. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 17. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. Vernon Davis with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Redskins 14, Packers nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers now to throw. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
It's a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And the Redskins have an extra man in the secondary here on 3rd.
26. Mike, hey, exit. Check 55, Mike. Pick me up. Jump out. 55, Mike.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is taken at about the 14. Look at the dance and the juke. A big-time return there, 40 yards. And the Redskins will have a short field here as they take over 1st and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Steven Sims with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Hopkins with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Jones. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3-and-out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Hey, take 26. Over. If we didn't get it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, Packers. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I think the key to that play was them understanding and knowing that once the ball was out, they were still eligible to pick it up and carry it.
Yeah, there was some standing and some staring on the wrong side of the football there, wasn't there?
Yes, he has a name, he has a number, but for us, he's Johnny on the spot. And how about that rambling run all the way to the end zone with that alert play that he just made?
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him, because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's go.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Haskins. Throw left side complete. It's Harmon. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7. At the 50-yard line.
Watch Mike. Gotta do better. Come on, QB. Come on. Yo. No. Check that. We're Mike 52, right? Echo. No such thing as a loss. We take it.
From midfield now, Haskins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. third down. Here's Haskins. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
Here we go. 18 gator. Go. Let's go. Come on. Hustle. Go. 36. Back two, the Mike. Mike back two. All day.
Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Haskins now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Mike 52. Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that table. Hey, Mike 52. Here we go. 52's the Mike, boy. 52.
From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man.
Again, it's Haskins. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended target was the rookie Terry McLaurin, and it's 3rd down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll run with Geis, and Geis is going to be stopped short as he did not get the push he needed. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
I'm coming after you. Check. Mike 52. Hey, 52. Watch the run. Hold on. Hey, Mike 52.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith, and the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Oh, offensive nightmare there. You go for it on 4th, and the play doesn't even really get to develop a sack.
And it's so unfortunate, too, because you think you've got something good called, but if your offensive line can't hold up.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Get 300.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Back north. Plant. I got motion. Hey, seam 6. 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Inside. You can't block me.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And that will be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get into field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, Haskins. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though.
Mike 52, Mike 52. Here it comes, here it comes. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52.
On 3rd and 1, it's Haskins. It's caught by Davis. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards.
And a Redskin first down.
Here we go. Now 1, 2. You go night-night. Stop up night-night. Pick it. Next spot. Right. That's it.
On first down, it's Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Vernon Davis in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Redskins who have the lead here. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Montez Sweat was sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. After the sack on first down, Rodgers. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Now Rodgers. It's caught by Funchess. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a 1st down.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer 1st down. Rodgers now 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they held them in check on the scoreboard. Now an open man, that's the tight end Gesicki. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. It's a big play that time for the Packers. 43 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Now Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Green 18. You don't know no better. Boxing, 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 boxing.
They'll try again with Jones. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Packers get a score closer. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. He's got the first down and more past midfield. A big play there out of Geis. Give him 53 yards on the ground.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. On the ground, Geis. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Darius Geis, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
They'll go again to Jones. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. And take it right on the 30. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Yeah, still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 now. Haskins. Got an open man. It's Harmon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Redskin 1st down. The pickup 15 yards. Haskins now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Here's Geis. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. They go play action with Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give the Redskins 13 there and a 1st down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6. At the Packers.
Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
He wants it all for the end. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Come on. You better bring it. Get 300. Get 300. Check right.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Funches has it complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Rodgers now just 7 of 15 so far, but he's got a 1st and 10.
Back north. Back 55. Back 55. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, 55.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Inside. Check 55. Hey, high 7. I'm here all day.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Funches with a catch over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
First and 10 at the 48.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, 88. 55. Right there in the middle. 50. Boom. Back north. Whip. Watch the whip. Yeah, Liz.
Rodgers again now. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
55. We got to get the ball. Box it. Mike. Check 55. Hey, Mike. I got you, boy. Buzz. 55. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And this throw will be intercepted. intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. Complete to Jones. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Go!
Rodgers now on first down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jake Kumaro, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to at least knock this deficit down a bit. Extra point up and good by Crosby as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Running is Barber. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
3. Hey, guys, I got 15. 15 is mine. I'm taking it. Watch left. Tight end to 6. Hey, Jay. 52. Watch the pass.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Watch the run, watch the run.
From the gun, Haskins on third down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Rashawn Gary in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career. Here's Tressway now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Hey, check. Check three. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Zoom. What do you want? Check 30.
In his own end zone, it's Rodgers. That incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far, a big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways. 2's not a bunch, but it's plenty in this game, exactly the formula they need. But I got to tell you, partner, I like it when you think back to something I said. It actually comes true. It's actually right.
It happens more often than you might think. 22 yards there, a first down.
Hey, check 26. Hey, back up.
On first and 10, here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey, foxtrot.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. Third down here. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's J.K. Scott now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And possession will switch hands, first and 10. A fourth quarter score from the Meadowlands. And the Jets have just scored to stretch their lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
On the sack, 52. Mike 52. All day, baby. All day. The elbow. Hustle. Hey, the mic, boy. 52. 3 buzz. 52 is the mic right here over there.
Haskins going to try to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Haskins down to a knee, and his guys about to come away victorious.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offense,